Morning folks, welcome to my allotment. Today is Saturday the 19th of March. Yep, definitely in March. We're here at the allotment. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a bit overcast and it's a little bit cold if I'm honest. When I say a little bit, it's bloody freezing. So I'm not sure what exactly we're going to get done today. Hopefully with the shed, we're hopefully going to get the roof on today. That's the main sort of job for today, is just to get the roof on, but we'll see how it goes. James is here helping again today. He's taking off all the holly from the trees. If I swing you around and take you over, we get quite a bit of, I think it's holly, no die. Yeah, we get quite a bit of holly on the trees, so he's just cutting all that down so we get a little bit more light. Now it's been quite a nice week this, so what we're going to try and do is we're going to have a little dig around in the compost that we got, and we're going to see if we can sieve some of it to put in there ready for the strawberries and that. It is quite dry, as you can tell. It'll be wet underneath, but that's alright, it's not, as long as it's not sopping. So we'll give that a go as well. And that's about it really. There's the sky. And as you can tell as well, this is bone dry. I'll take you a little bit closer. This really is bone dry now. You just cannot break it for the life of me. Oh, there you go. So it comes down, once you do actually break it up, it is not too bad, it's quite fine, which is good. Obviously there's still a lot of stones in there, which I am very surprised at. I thought I did a lot of this last year, but you know, we can take them all out, it's not a problem at all. So what we'll do, if I take you up to the shed now, sprouts still need to come out. This is all drying out nicely. I take you up. So the shed, we're going to put the roof on, sort out a few issues with bits that are not straight and that, and maybe if we got time, might be tomorrow's job, is get that window in as well. I'll have a little go. So okay folks, the shed roof is finally going up. I'll take you underneath it. So this is underneath it. We're going to felt it. Now, little issue, the smallest screws I got, and they're coming through, which isn't a problem. I'll just probably either cut them, or they're so high up, they shouldn't make a difference anyway, which will be fine. I'll take you up there now, just to show you what it's like from the top. Ignore the drill. So this is it from the top, and all we've done, where we've got our beams coming across here, is we're just screwing them into there, both sides, and that is pretty sturdy. Now, I've already noticed it's not straight, which I'm not too bothered about if I'm honest. Adds to the charm, shall we say, which is fine. But yeah, it's coming along, and then obviously there's the back bit down there. So it's not too bad, and then this is the view from the top. So that's the view from the top, which I might put a mount up here for the camera, which would be quite nice, so you can see the whole plot then. Really nice actually. Is I've left these two bits out here overhanging. Now what I'm probably going to do with those is I'll do it the same as this. And that way then it's sort of like a little porch almost, that we can put stuff in, maybe a chair if it is raining instead of coming all the way in the shed. I just thought it would be a nice little added feature really, just makes it that bit longer. But as you can see, it's a beautiful view up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to crack on doing the rest of the roof. Hopefully it should, as long as the drill lasts, we'll get it done today. Now a different sort of view is the pile of crap. As you can see, there's a lot of crap in there. Oops. So a lot of crap, which is part of the reason we built the shed here, is to block it out, which has done quite a bit of that, so it's good. And then down the side, so we got enough room to get down the side, and we can store our canes and things like that there if we want to, or any bits and bobs and what have you need to clear out. But yeah, join me in a bit. Hey guys, roof is on. We've just started moving the boards up, so cladding all this bit, but the actual drill's running out, so I don't know how much of that we're going to get done. But if I show you the roof, we've got to put one more thing up against that. But that's it, guys. We are technically dry if it rains. Technically, we still got to put the felt on, which we'll do probably tomorrow or something now, depending. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the roof as it stands now. So if we go over here, there you go. So it's not looking too bad at all. The window I'm going to try and get done today. Again, I've got to put some beams in and stuff, so it depends on the drill, I suppose. But that's not looking bad at all. I'm quite happy with that, even though it's not straight or anything like that. I am not bothered one bit. I think it adds to the charm myself. So I'm going to crack on with that. All we're going to do is, like for instance this board, we'll move it right to the top because it'll go from the top and it'll come down to about sort of here-ish. Sorry, it'll go from the top right down. It'll come down to about here-ish, so it connects all the 3 different segments of the shed, which should make it that little bit more sturdy. We've started doing the ones at the back, whoops, and that's fine. That's not going to go anywhere, this shed. Yeah, that's not going anywhere at all. Bit of movement, but when we get the door and everything like that, that should be fine. The drill has officially run out again, and I can bring the other one stupidly. So what we started doing the felt for the roof. I think we've just got enough, hopefully. We'll find out. So I started doing that. I'll turn you around now just to show you. Okay. So that's the felt. So we've done the first bit at the bottom here, and we're doing the second bit now. Now the thing to remember when doing felt is whichever way your roof's slanting, do the lowest part first, just because what you want is, if you did it the other way, so if we started at the top end and then had the bits overlapping, when the rain runs down there's a chance that it could go in between the felt layers, whereas if you have it going the same way as the roof, it'll run off the top layer and then it won't come back through up the other layer. So it's always good to bear that in mind. And what we've done, I don't know if you can see, we've got a bit of an overlap here, and all we're going to do is tuck it under and nail it through. That way then there's a less chance of the wind being able to take it and rip it. Now, I'm not a big fan of these nails, if I'm honest. I'd rather you can get it's like a tar almost, like a glue for it, and this stuff's brilliant. I would normally use that, but I was given this all for free, so I can't complain at all. So I'm going to use it. If in future if there's an issue with the wind getting underneath it and that, then we can always sort it out then. It's not a problem at all. But all we're going to do is crack on. Now, these bits that are sticking out, we're going to board these up, but that'll probably be tomorrow now because we don't have any battery in the drill, like I said. And we'll do them. And what will happen then is we'll finish the felt off tomorrow then as well. And the whole roof will be felted. So we're one step closer to getting it done. Let's see if we can have a look. And then obviously we've also got to work on covering these bits up, slatting all that and putting the window in and the door. So it'll probably be another, hopefully over the Easter bank holiday, because I'm off work, hopefully we should get a bit more done. Should get a lot more done then, if not finished. And then all there is in the summer, it's just down to painting really, which will be good. So I'm going to crack on with this now. What I'll do is once I've done it, I'll show you it again just so you can see it. And I'm going to have a look at the compost down there as well, right down the bottom. I had a little look at it and it's pretty good. I've started filling the first layer up, finished topping that up. I don't know if you can see it from here, but we'll show you that later anyway, once we're down there. Okay guys, right, we started filling up this bed here now. As you can see, that's beautiful stuff, and that's come from the compost off the council. So all we've done is just fill that up. It takes a while to sieve, so it is a bit of a pain in the ass, but I'm going to do a bit more now and we'll start putting it in here. Now, it is boring, so I don't think I'll film it. It is just sieving compost really, so I won't film it. I'll just show you the results once I'm done. Okay guys, I've just done a bucket full of compost, or 3/4 of a bucket full, just show you now. So this is what we get. It's beautiful, it's really fine, and there's a bit of wood in there, but it's nothing that's going to stop the roots basically. Get the odd one that comes through, but nothing that's going to stop the roots. And it's brilliant, like I said, it's for free. Now what I will do is, once I've filled it up, I will mix in some the fertiliser pellet things that I use, and then either tomorrow, or it might be next week if I'm honest, I'll plant out the actual strawberries then. We'll see, I might do it tomorrow, I might not. I'm not sure what the weather's like, but I'll chuck that in now and I'll take over. Right then folks, we take this out now, we don't need it. All we're going to do, that's it, beautiful, chuck this in. Spread it out. As you can see, this is going to take a while. Okay guys, I've got one of these. I don't know if anyone's used them or seen them. It's basically coconut husk. And all you do, it's meant to be about 10 litres of potting soil, so it's good for seeds apparently. So I thought I'd give it a go, and I'll check it in that strawberry bed, which I'll show you in a bit. But basically all you do is you add about 3 litres of water and let it just soak. So I'm going to do that now, so join me in a sec. Actually, let's see if we can do it this way. That water's freezing. Right, so I filled the bag up with water, and we've got a leak, of course we have. Yeah. So all we're going to do is we're going to leave that now. I'm going to chuck it in the compost in the strawberry bed with the leek. Okay, sorry guys. Right, as you can see, we haven't filled it up. Basically, we did a couple more buckets before it got just a little bit too wet to carry on. So what I've done is I've mounded the whole 2 months worth of compost in one go. So it's one big pile then. I don't know if you can see how big it is, but we've mounded up, and the theory is it should dry out. The stuff at the top was really dry and really nice, so hopefully by doing this we'll get some more dry stuff, maybe even for tomorrow. We'll give it a go again tomorrow, and hopefully we will be able to fill that up. I'm going to leave that soak for a bit now, just to see what happens. Push, make sure it gets all the way down. Like I said, I've never used these before. I don't know how good they are, or if they're any good or anything like that, but we'll see. Okay guys, it's about doubled in size I think, maybe not quite double, and it's been about 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm heading home now because it's a bit cold, so I'm going to leave that overnight. It shouldn't be any problems, and we'll have a look at that tomorrow then, and we'll put it, like I said, in here just to add a bit of texture, shall we say. Right, I'm off home. Have a good evening. Morning folks, today is Sunday the 20th I believe it is of March. Yeah, March. And we're here again at the plot. Now today's plan is to get some more of the compost in the strawberry bed down here, which I'll take you down. Yeah, to get some more compost in here. Now the coconut husk stuff we did yesterday, actually it's expanded quite a bit. Nice little thing, so we'll take that out later and just have a look. It's quite hard to do it with one hand, bear with me. Okay, so that's essentially what you get, is all coconut husk. And if you break it up, it's really good actually. It's really fine. Sorry, I'll put you that way. It's really good stuff, it's really fine. And just breaks up nicely. So all we'll do is we'll break this up now, chuck this in here as an extra bit of fibrous stuff. Now, I'll be honest, I saw it in the shop and just bought it. I haven't looked it up or anything, so I know it's meant to be good for seeds and pots and things like that. But I don't know what else it's good for. If anyone can let me know, that'll be great. I'm just going to break it up. What we'll do is we'll spread it out a bit. Now, it says 10 litres. I don't think it was quite 10 litres. Maybe it'll swell as it gets wet again. I don't know. We can hope. Fill this up a bit quicker. But yeah, we'll just do that. Spread it out a bit. So you get quite a bit in there. So we've added that. What else are we going to do today? We're hopefully going to get some more of this compost sieved. It's dried out quite a bit actually. I was quite surprised how much it has dried out. As you can see, it's different colours. So we'll give that a go as well. Just chuck that back in there for now. I'll give you a plot update and what's growing, what's started coming through and everything like that a bit later. We'll have another little look in the composters. Main aim today is to get some more of the shed done. Hopefully I'll get it, most of it cladded. I bought an extra drill today, so hopefully we'll get this bit done, we'll get these bits on the sides done and at the back, and finish off the roof hopefully. Now we do have a slight issue in the fact that we've run out of the longer bits of wood, so it's going to be a bit more joiny this time, which will be interesting, so we'll give that a go later. Yeah, so I'll get cracking now and I'll show you what I'm doing in a bit. Okay guys, I've gone to put some of the the twiggy bits from the compost, and I found a mouse in here. Well, I say a mouse, it was more of a rat. It's been burrowing. He's just run off now. I don't know if you saw him, he went off sort of that way, but he came in from the back. So what I'm going to do is try and block that up now, because we don't want him in here that much really. But yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. He was huge as well. When building the shed guys, make sure you plan it. This has been an absolute nightmare now. So we've cladded all this side now. Take a bit closer, I'll move the ladder. So we've done all the side from the outside, so it's not looking bad at all. It should be around. There's a few gaps, but we're going to use filler anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. Top bit's done. There's a little gap there which I need to plug in, and there's a few gaps there. But I've put that beam across the top underneath, just because there's a tiny gap between the sort of the roof and the rest of it. So I've put that, so it's more to stop the rain than anything. You know, there's going to have spiders and stuff coming in, which is fine. So I need to sort something out with that now, which is going to be a pain in the ass. But yeah, I've run out of boards to finish that off as well, so I'm going to have to sort something out for that. So yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare now. I haven't looked at the other side of the window, but it's getting there. I am happy with it. It's just a pain when I should have planned it really. But anyway, I'll crack on. Yes, that's right folks, we have a window. Bit fluky if I'm honest. I was just making sure it was still fitted and it went in perfectly, so I thought I may as well screw it in. So I've screwed it in now. Now there is a bit of a gap at the top here, but we are going to fill all that in with silicone or with sealant or something like that anyway. So there is a bit of a gap, but that's fine. That's not an issue. Window opens fine. So that, basically, obviously we've got the back and the roof still to do, but that'll be the shed almost done guys. How exciting. It's looking good. Obviously we've still got the door and that as well. But if I take you up, So this is the window from the inside. So all we've done, it's an old window. It came with these like bracket things, so they basically are locked into the frame, and these ones I've bent up. They're meant to screw up, but I've bent these two up, so they're screwed into that then, and then the bottom ones, they fitted perfectly, so they're screwed into this beam here. And I'm shaking it, it's not going anywhere. Can open the window, have a little look. We might even change the hinges on this a bit, but we'll see that at a later date. So we can see the plot, and then obviously this is the shed. Like I said, we still got all that side to do, so we'll go and have a look. I'm going to try and find some more of the long beams just to finish that bit off, and we can felt it then. But yeah, it won't be long, and then we'll be moving in. You know what I mean, moving all the stuff in. And it's a bit more sturdy as well now, which is good. So once the door's on, I can't see it going anywhere. And what we're going to do, we're going to run some beams down all the sides, so we'll screw through the walls and down, so that should lock it in. It shouldn't ever move in theory. But yeah, it's looking alright. And then it's turned out to be an alright kind of day down here. It's still a bit nippy and it's very overcast, but it's warm. It's really warm. Yeah, I'm gonna crack on. Okay guys, the roof is done. Or is it? Now as you can see, we felted the roof, but we have this little patch where we don't have enough. I cannot believe it. I know it was free roof felt, but it was just not enough. So I'm going to have to, well, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to have to try and get some from somewhere, because I'm refusing to buy a whole roll just for that little bit. It's what, a couple of inches, maybe 10-15 inches. But other than that, the roof is felted and done, so that's all good. So we're cracking on. If anyone's got any ideas of what to do for that last little bit, I'm going to ask around on that. But if anyone else has got any ideas, please let me know. I'd be very grateful. Alright then guys, I think I'm going to call it a day now. I'm quite happy with the progress. We finished this side of the shed, which is good. Windows in as well, excellent. We started on the back bit. Sorry about the light, we're actually in the shed. So we've done across here, need to do the bottom bit there and the top bit, and we started working our way at the top there. So it's good, and the shed's pretty sturdy, I can't see it going anywhere. Roof's all done, obviously, like I said earlier, except for this first little bit, which I'll have to sort out, but the rest of it's done. That's the gap down the side of the shed, which as you can see, quite big. I can get down it, which is good, and I'm not small. And then obviously you've got the back here, which we can store stuff, which is also good. Okay, let's go have a little look around the pot tree. We had some strawberries from last year, which we potted up, and they seem to be going great up here. I'm going to move them along, just because they're now in the shade. All I've done is I've hung them off the fence. Eventually, they will go on the side of the shed around here somewhere, which will be nice. We haven't done any more digging, just because I've been lazy. So I need to crack on with that, really do. I know I want to show you. So we can definitely tell spring is well and truly on its way. The rhubarb is definitely coming now, which is good. So we've got 3 rhubarb plants, 4 have started coming, sorry. We had 5 last year, and 4 are coming back, which is good. Look at them, and the last one there, which I'm happy with. We still got the potatoes, which I need to get rid of. If we move down, okay, the strawberry field. Now I think actually I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to let it do its business. It's a bit late to move it, and then sort of depending on the weather, October, November time, and that's when I'll transplant it. But as you can see, we've got new growth and quite a bit already, which is good. So we're going to leave that just because we want a lot of strawberries, so we can give to homebrew Griffo, and he can make a beer or a cider. I did want to also show you, So this little strawberry plant has already got a flower, which I can't believe. It's hidden around this corner, around this tree stump. Yeah, that's got a flower already, which is interesting, so we'll see if that gets pollinated. This raspberry plant is not doing much. I stood on it earlier by accident, so it's still a bit green. It's not doing much. I'm a bit thin about that. Not sure what to do. But this one is the autumn raspberry, and as you can see, it's well and truly putting on growth now, which is good. And it started spreading, which is even better. But I can't believe how much growth it's got on already, and it's meant to be an autumn variety, so I'm happy with that. We planted some lovage last year over here. Nothing's coming up of that yet, so not sure when that will. The strawberry bed we started filling up as well. As you can see, it's really nice, really fine now. My back was killing me, so I stopped doing that. So next week what I'll do is I'll bring the strawberries that I've got and I'll fill up around this layer here, and then we'll go from there really to see how many more we need, if any, and I'll do some more sieving to get this one ready as well, and we'll finally put that one in, and probably a couple of weeks to do that one as well. What else? Mint. Nothing's happening with the mint plant as yet. That's fine. This, I can't remember what this is, but it started putting on growth as well. Only little buds. What's that? I want to say, no, I don't know. I really don't know. 3 daffodils have showed their heads, but nothing has flowered yet. Fig tree. Not sure what variety it was. Now, I can't remember who it was, sorry. Asked for a cutting of it. If you get in touch with me, we can arrange something for that. But that's been here since I brought it with me. So it's going into its 3rd year, well, 2.5 to 3 years now. This is, so that's going quite nicely as well. Composters. Not much happening. We've put more coffee in. That's the one with the rat, and this is the one we're going to use to put all the woody bits from the council compost in there. That one, nothing's happening. That's about it, I think, guys. There's not much else to say. The horse manure, we haven't done much with that, and our wood store, that's just drying out and rotting down and doing this thing. We started cutting the holly from the trees, as you can see. There's quite a lot there, and we've started taking it down just to add a bit more light. This composter, onions have gone wild, absolutely wild, so I'll leave them. There's a few slugs in here as well, and 1,001 worms. There's loads of worms in here, which is good. You can see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, there you go, at least 14 worms in there. Water butt is filling up, although I'm going to have to move that because I want to put that either in the gap there or at the bottom, so I really should put the lid on that, but that's alright. These are part of the trees that we've cut down 2 years ago. Now these, we've got a burner in the garden, like a fire pit, so I'll cut that up at some point and use that in the fire pit. Waste not, want not. Let me just lower the radio down. So again, like I said about the shed, it's coming along nicely now. I'm quite happy with that, which is good. Now, I've had a little thought. I'm tempted to build a pond, sort of in that area there, because we don't really use that area, just because of all the sort of roots and things like that. I'm tempted to put that sort of area. I'm tempted to put a pond in. We've got all the bricks and stuff. And I'm thinking if we can get frogs, then that'll help with the slug and snail situation. Because the slugs and snails are horrendous down here. Now, I want to grow stuff like lettuce and things like that, but it's just no point. We tried it in the first year, and like I said, the slugs and snails, I've never known so many in all my life. So I'm not going to bother that for another year or so, not until we at least get it under control. Now last year I went a bit extreme, and whenever we saw a slug or a snail, we had a little pot and we just put them in there, and they died eventually, but we just kept putting them all in there, just because I didn't want them spreading and things like that. So I'll probably do the same this year, or if anyone knows of any better ways. I've used beer traps, I have used pellets when I first got it. What else have I used? Anyway, I've used a load of different things, so you know, if anyone else has got any ideas, I'm more than happy to take them on board, and I'll definitely give a lot of them a go. But that's it for this week. I'll actually, when I get home, I will show you an update on the potatoes. They're ready to come out. I was going to do it this week, but I think last night was really cold again. It was close to, I think it was like 1 or 2 degrees, so I'm going to leave them another week or so, just to let it get a bit warmer. And the avocado, there's some interesting things going on with the avocado. I'll show you that when I get in, which will probably be in the next few seconds for you. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the update. Please comment, like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Okay guys, okay, here we are in the house. Sorry, the lighting's really bad in here. I just want to show you the potatoes and the chits. Sorry, we've had a bit of a baby shower for a friend today, so there's loads of food. Anyway, so these are the chits. They're coming on nicely now. These potatoes are pretty much ready to go in. They're all looking the same roughly. But sorry about the shadow, like I said, the lighting's horrendous in this kitchen. So yeah, they're all ready to go. So next week, we'll take some of these chits off that one, but next week they should be going in. In these pots here, there you go, that's better. In these pots here, we've got tobacco growing. They need a bit of water now. Let's see if I can, yeah, they need a bit of watering. Yeah, it needs a bit of water. I don't really smoke at all, but I've had a little look online, and tobacco plants are really pretty, or I quite like them, so we're going to try and grow that for fun. Now the avocado, if I take this over here, show you the avocado. So not much has happened on top of it. The water's gone a funny colour, but if we lift it up, now I don't know if you can see that, but just sort of there, looks like it could be a start of a root, possibly. Sorry, this is really bad. But yeah, it could be possibly a root. There's no signs of it cracking open yet. It looks a bit shriveled on top, so I'm not sure what's happening. It may just be rotting, but it's looking alright at the minute. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But I thought I'd give you an update on it. But that's it for this week, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you can, like, comment, subscribe and share, I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. Cheers guys.